welcome once again to Dreams and Aspirations. We are here with a very beautiful lady. She's an entrepreneur, but today we'll be doing different thing altogether. We'll be talking about relationship. I'd like her to introduce herself, then we'll get the game going. Hello, welcome to Dreams and Aspirations.
Thank you. So I'm Winnie Daddy Diamond and I'm co-owner of Lecta Juice GH.
Nexa Juice.
Lecta.
Lecta.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Lecta Juice GH.
What do you do then?
So we basically make organic fruit juice for people of all ages. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, do you do large scale orders? Or just in
Mine are just on the individual basis.
Yeah.
I'm not yet large.
Okay. So, aside that, do you do any other thing? Or it's just
It's just that.
It's just that. Okay. I realize you have an interest in relationship. Or you don't.
Well, I kind of have an interest in it. So.
Okay, and I heard you've gathered a lot of experiences you would like to share with us.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so before we get the whole thing started, I'm Percival Mensah, your host. This show is proudly sponsored by Benford College. So, relationship. Tell us, with your understanding, what is it all about?
Okay, well, I'll say a relationship is more like when two people have consensual agreements into loving each other, supporting each other, and then trying to make a family out of that whole relationship. Yes, intimate relationship.
Intimate relationship. Okay, talking about intimate. Is love all it takes to get into a relationship?
No,
That's not all.
that's not all.
Tell us.
You need more than love. I mean, love is like number one. Before you meet someone, there should be some kind of interest between the two of you. You can't just meet someone and there's no feelings. There's like absolutely nothing that attracts you to the person. So when that attraction starts building, then the love sets in. Before maybe the other factors like the financial aspect,
The emotional,
the emotional
yeah,
aspects and everything.
the attentions and all that.
Yeah.
Right. I have a very keen interest in the financial thing, but I think we'll leave that for later.
Okay.
Love and relationship. So a relationship can do without love. Can we say that? Can we say a relationship can do without love?
Most probably, but not entirely.
Oh, okay.
At least 5% of love should be there.
Yes,
At least.
okay. So then you agree with me that love will grow along.
Yeah,
alongside.
that's good.
Okay. So I think today we'll be talking about two major things about relationship. We'll be talking about how long should one date before they get married, or how long should one be in a relationship before marriage, and then we also talk about long distance relationship. So I think we should take the distance relationship first, then we'll come and talk about the period of dating before marriage. Okay, so I think with long distance relationship, I don't know, first of all, do you agree or would you go into a long distance relationship?
Yes. I think I'll go into a long distance relationship because without one, I mean, they are different, right?
Right.
But for me, for my experience, I feel like distance relationship helps me to like be more committed. Like it's kind of like strengthens that aspect in my life to be more committed to the person. Yes. That's what I think.
Okay, because I think when you talk about the commitment, then comes in trust.
Yeah.
All right. We have a lot of issues with trust as people because now the when you talk about trust, what actually comes out of people is don't trust anyone. You can't trust anyone. So how does it play the trust whole thing and the distance relationship, especially when you have histories that you know about?
Okay.
How does the trust play?
So, for one, long distance relationship, it's either maybe you've met the person one on one, you've met at the same time, or like you've lived in the same vicinity, but because of something, one person had to move
Yeah.
away. Yes. Or the other distance relationship where you've never met the person at all, but people are just like in a relationship. Yes. For those who I think have been together, like seeing themselves for a while before like separating, I think that one is a little bit of trust more than the one that I've never met
Like
the
the person
person
at all.
at all. Yeah. And the way the trust is built up starts from like
The basic.
the
When you
basic when
met.
you met. Like you've seen what the person does, you've seen the things the person can do, even if like 5 minutes away from the person. Yeah. So when the person travels, it's not really a big deal because you already know that, or even when the person was here, the person wasn't even doing like worse or
Yes.
serious things against you.
Yeah.
So with that, you can try the person. But then with the one that I've never met you before, I didn't know, I might know where you are, but then we've never met. I don't know what you are doing behind me. It's because we are just chatting on phone, video calling, texting and all that. But I really don't know how your real behavior is like when I meet you one on one. Yes, so that one, the trust is not solid. Yes, that's the thing.
So, talking about the two types of distance relationship, where you haven't met the person and where you have met the person and all that. Okay, let's take the part where you have met the person, you have been with the person for a while. You've been seeing each other, then the person had to leave. You know the person, there's kind of trust. But what about when rumor starts up? Because we know Ghanaians are human beings like to talk. So when the talking starts, have you heard from him? Yeah, I saw the person there and all that. What happens?
Well, like I said, that one you trust the person. So it's all about communicating with that person that's home. Someone said they saw you here doing this. I want you, I'm confronting you about it. Like, tell me the actual truth, like what really went on. And if you have that kind of relationship with your partner, I don't think that maybe the person can still look in your eyes and lie to you, but then once the two of you really have the understanding or trust each other, I don't think the person will tell you something different from what is actually the truth.
Okay, so it's all about the communication. All right, so let's leave that and move to communication in a distance relationship. So, in a distance relationship, you have to hear from the person all the time. Some people disagree.
Even in a relationship as a whole, like I don't really need to hear from you every day. Maybe I'm not going to say once a week, but then at least maybe in a whole week, I should hear from you about 5 times.
Okay.
Yes, for me.
Okay.
That's I feel comfortable with hearing from you at least 5 times a day, and 5 times in a week. I mean, because at least it gives me a sense of